Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. In the last episode, Theo died. And we're going to try and contact him. Might be for the best, might be for the worst. We're going to find out. I laid down atop of Theodore's grave. I could see Croven wince as I did. Hopefully, it would be over with quickly. And hopefully Theo would be in the mood to talk to me. Look around. It's completely dark. I can't see a thing. It smells like, something smoky. I feel like I'm laying on something, but I am laying down on the ground, right? It feels weird, though. I can't really describe it. It sounds like faint static, but if I don't focus on it, it's like it disappears. Hello? Is anyone there? I don't understand why I can't see anything. Of all the times for things to start going wrong, well, maybe it'd help if you took that lampshade off your head. Huh? You're... Theo? Hey, Dollface. Long time no see. That was a good picture of him. I like that. Oh, Theo, I'm so glad to see you're all right. You're sure that's the word you want to use? Well, I suppose you're right. Still, it seems like you're okay. Wherever this is. Where is this? This is where me and Zapara live. At least it used to be back when I was alive with you all. Oh. You lived here? Hey now. I know it ain't the prettiest, but guess the job done. I suppose so. You seem to have a pretty good understanding that you're dead. Why are things always green here? How are you doing, really? How are you doing? How am I doing? I guess I'm okay. I've kind of just been holed up in here watching TV. Kind of lost track of time. Can't tell if that's because time doesn't exist here or because I've barely moved from the spot. You haven't seen anyone else since coming here? Not that I know of. But maybe when I find the motivation to go outside, I'll see for myself. Oh, while you're here, I guess I want to say I'm sorry. Kind of figured that whole ghost talking thing of yours was a bunch of bullshit. But I can admit when I've been proven wrong. Oh, that's okay. I mean, I think I'm more sorry for you in this situation. What do you remember happening before this? How did this happen? Before? Well, it goes like this. Crow was having a rough time, wanted to talk to you. He wanted to talk about me? But I'll come back to that later. So he reached out to me and Zap, wanting to talk it over, drinks and all. Of course we accepted, so we spent the night out with him, sitting at the bar, whatever. Maybe like an hour or so into drinks, I started feeling like not too hot. I leave to use the bathroom, start vomiting as soon as I'm in the stall. I come out feeling all woozy, Zap and Crow trying to help me, all worried. Next thing I know, I'm crashing out on the middle of a pool table that was still in the middle of a game. Then I'm here. You're here. Oh, because Crow wanted to talk about me? If I hadn't been such a problem for him, then you wouldn't have wound up here. Hey. Shut up. What? Sorry. Didn't mean for it to come out that way. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure I would have drunk myself to death eventually anyways, so don't worry about it. If that night didn't kill me, this stick in my hand would still make sure it was coming. Listen, I want you to know that Croven only wanted to talk about you because he cares so much. I know things haven't been the best with you two lately, and there's lots you don't know. So it's been real hard on him too. What don't I know? Listen, I may be dead, but there's still things Croven would kill me over if I told you about. I know you and I aren't the closest two people in the world or anything, but trust me when I say it's gonna be alright. I guess I'll have to. So, how long you stay in here for anyways? Oh, I'm not sure actually. I could wake up any minute now that I think about it. Which reminds me, I promised Croven that when I woke up I'd tell him something that only you would know, as proof that I talked to you. So, do you have something you can tell me? Yeah, I've got a few stories between Crow and I. Pick your poison. Sleepover hat story, spiral staircase story, the orange juice. What happened with orange juice? The orange juice story? Oh boy. Huh. How do I even start with this one? Well, I mean, I kind of assumed it was something like spiked orange juice or something. Oh no. No. Honestly, you'd probably wish. Huh? Okay, so it's like... Have you ever made orange juice come out of someone else's face? What? Okay, so we're at the beach, summertime, chilling, whatever. Crow decides he's gonna hang out under the umbrella. That's fine, that's cool. I go play with Zap in the ocean for a little bit. Come back down to the boardwalk, get myself a soda, yada yada yada. I see Croven, I'm coming up from behind. He's still sitting under the umbrella. I decide I'm going to be an asshole and scare him. I decide to come up from behind and slap my hands into the back of his shoulders. And what I didn't realize is that Croven had been drinking some sort of orange juice or some shit. And when I scared him, he fucking coughed it right out. I'm talking hacking. I'm talking orange juice all over his chest. But like, it didn't come out of his mouth. It came out of his nose too, and also a bit squirted out of his eye. Ew! Ow, 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 ow! I don't like imagining that. Oh, don't worry, it gets worse. He grabbed my soda out of my hand, sinking its water to rinse his eyes out with. Pours it directly into his eyes. Oh my god. Was he okay? I mean, yeah, eventually. He bit his own arm to keep from swearing in front of all those kids at the beach. And Zafara never knew this story? Nah. By the time she got back, Croven was all taken care of and didn't really feel like talking about it. I'm sure if you asked him to retell the story today, though, he'd laugh. Probably. I see. Thank you for telling me. Hell yeah, dude. It was a great day. Oh, and one more thing before you head back. Say hi to Zafara for me. And go easy on her for me, okay? Listen, I know she seems all firecrackers and dynamite. Maybe even a little rough around the edges. But she's got a lot going on deep down. And I know she'd appreciate some help with that. I'll appreciate it too. I see. I'll try to talk to her next time I see her. And I'll let you know... I'll let her know you said hi too. Oh, please do. I'm excited to see my boys again soon, but I'm hoping it'll be a long wait at the same time. Yeah, I hope so too. Before I knew it, I was out again. I want to know more. I want to know, like, what all he was, like, wanting to say and all that he cares about. I want to dive deeper into Croven. Come on. And I woke up to the sound of a worried Croven. Yo, Mars, come on. It's getting late. And it looks like it's gonna rain soon. Croven? Yeah? You poured soda into your eyes? Is that the real reason why they were redder than usual? Aww. It's a beautiful day today. And after so much talk of rain, I had even brought my umbrella, but it was clear I wouldn't be needing it. The sun felt so warm, so much brighter today. I hoped we would get more sunny days like this before things start to get cold and cloudy again. Because right now, it just felt so refreshing. I was on my way to the cemetery once more. I didn't have any flowers this time, but I was sure that was okay. I brought a teddy bear last time after all. Besides, I now have a different method of being able to visit everyone there. I try to visit Theo too, when I'm able. I don't want to bother him too much. And even though he and I aren't best friends or anything, I can tell he really appreciates it. I think I'll try to see him again today. I continued down the sidewalk, admiring all the things that look so much happier in the sunlight. The birds, the flowers, the trees. But one thing that didn't was making its way towards me, and I didn't even realize until I heard her snap my name. Oh, hi. Oh, Twyla. Funny running into you here. I see you're out enjoying the sun. I haven't heard a lot from you, you know. Yeah, but likewise, you know? I've been investigating on my own time. Do I need to remind you that you're the one who offered to help me and not the other way around? I don't want the killer on my tail. If that were true, you wouldn't have offered to help me in the first place. Why are you making excuses? I'm sorry, Twyla. I don't think I can help you anymore. Excuse me? Huh? Not help me anymore? You haven't helped me an ounce. And now, you've got the gall to back out before you've even started? What's that for, huh? Well, it's just what? I'm not cut out for this. Please understand. I'm really sorry, Twyla. I'm not cut out for this. Even just helping you in the library, I couldn't do much. I couldn't possibly drag you or your investigation down. I don't think I would be much help at all. I should have told you earlier. I'm sorry. Do you understand? Oh, I understand. You do? Yeah, I do. I get it perfectly clear. Why bother helping me catch a threat when it could help fill up that precious cemetery you love so much? Whoa, what? Hold on. That's not true. I never risked someone else's life for that. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Just like I was sure you would help me. I apologize for lashing out, so I'm just running low on patience. You might not know it, but I tolerate a lot of bullshit from a lot of people. But one thing I refuse to tolerate is people who don't keep their promises. So go on then. Run to your little cemetery, Mary. I'll let you go. But I'll make sure you keep that promise eventually. Twyla angrily brushed past me after that. I felt hurt, to say the least, hearing what she thought of me, but I couldn't help her anymore, and it had come out eventually. At the very least, it was something that I got over with, and I couldn't let it ruin today. I wiped my eyes of any tears and tried to regain my composure. I tried to focus on the nice things around me as I continued on my way. The birds, the flowers, the trees, the birds, the flowers, the trees. I couldn't let it get to me. She didn't know the truth like I did, and I couldn't keep Theo waiting. I continued on and up the way, and entering the cemetery, something felt off, and I didn't know why until I started approaching Theo's gravesite. Someone's there at the gravesite. Is that Sephara? Wait. I followed them as they ran from me. They got out of my sight quickly, but I was determined to find them. I walked up and down the aisles, trying to keep my eyes and ears open, until eventually I began to hear something. I followed the noise, which led me to a tree, and... Sephara? What are you doing here? I took a seat beside Sephara, patting down the grass as I did so. She wiped her eyes on her sleeves as I sat. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sephara. Are you alright? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Don't I look fine? You wanted to see Theo again, didn't you? No, I'm sorry. I was just leaving. Don't worry about it, Sephara. I was surprised that you didn't show up to his funeral and all. I couldn't. Why not? You didn't want me in here anymore. And after the last incident, I promised Theo I would respect your boundaries. But I guess I broke that promise anyways, huh? I wanted to leave before you saw me, at least. Zepara, I wouldn't have stopped you from seeing him. I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. No one should ever be prevented from seeing their loved ones. It's fine. I had already upset you enough. It's just, nothing's been the same now that he's gone, and I'm not sure it ever will. It still feels so unreal. I walked into our place and I'm ready to start, like, I don't know, hitting him with my jacket sleeves or stealing his hat and running away with it. And now when I come home, it's all by myself. But all of this stuff still smells like him. Smells just like before we left for the bar. His mug is still in the sink because he said he would wash it later. And his hamper is still full because we were going to do laundry together. And the TV remote is still stuck in the couch because that's where he has left it. He was my best friend. And he's totally gone now. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to get him back. I'm never going to see him again. That's not true. I promise one day you'll see him again. But not in this life. Isn't that right? I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like myself, at least not without him. I'm all alone. You're not alone. I haven't talked to Kroven since. Really? I don't even know what I'd say, or what it will feel like. The three of us were always together when we hung out. It feels unfair without him. It feels wrong. It'll get better with time. I promise you it does. Maybe it won't always be the same, but it will be better. And Zepara, you're not alone. I know Kroven would want to hear from you. And I really think you two should see each other, even if it's awkward. You should know that. Kroven's here for you. And I am too. Even if I didn't always think you were the best person. That's just because we don't get along. Just because we don't get along doesn't mean I can't help you through this. So, aw, thank you, Mary. I could really use that support right now. Yeah, of course. It's going to get better. I promise. Aww. I've got another question for you. I thought you might. Have you ever lost anyone? Why do you ask? I just want to see. Of course I've lost people. I don't think there's anyone alive who hasn't lost someone. I've probably lost more than you could fathom. Did it hurt? Of course it hurt. At first it always hurts. But over time, those feelings, you get used to them. It's like a blur. You stop worrying about who died and start worrying about who's next. There is no rest. So you become someone who doesn't need rest because it isn't going to stop. You just have to be ready for the next time. That sounds heartbreaking. It was. And that's why I'm fighting so hard. So that you don't wind up like me. It's been a few days. Despite what had happened at the funeral, Kroven hasn't really left his room. When I wake up in the mornings, I can hear him stomping about his room, and when I return from having left the cabin, I find no evidence that he's left the cabin at all, let alone his room. I'm so used to him going out every day, but now I feel bad if I'm leaving him home alone. He spends most of his days holed up in his room, door shut tight. I knock on it every now and again to check in on him, but there's not much I hear from him outside of that. But today his door is open, and I think I should check on him. Please be alive. His door had been open just a crack, but I opened it just a bit more to get a better look inside. He was sitting atop his bed, and without even turning to face me, I heard him say, "I know you're there, Mary. Come on in." I stepped inside and took a seat on the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. Ooh, I like your room, dude! It's getting a bit late. I'll probably start dinner soon. Sounds good. You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a lollipop. Ah, I see. I like your deer plushie. Your upside down flag, it's cool. You finally hung your signed poster. I noticed your hamper is getting full. I like your deer plushie. Thanks. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah. That person you met, Bass, they won it that time we met at the arcade. They said they had no room for it and insisted that I have it. I hope you don't mind that I didn't give this one to you. I know you like collecting toys, but oh no, I totally get it. Don't even worry about it. Your flag. Yeah, I know. Oh, alright then. It's a bit low on the ground though, don't you think? Hey! Yeah, it's fine. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to worry about having to get a chair or anything to put it back up again. Fair point! Mine's been getting full too. Maybe we can do laundry together soon. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's strange though. I feel like I just did the laundry, and now I have to do it again? It's not like I even wear that many outfits. Yeah, me neither. Alright, let's stop beating around the bush. Huh? What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come in here to talk about my laundry or posters in my room. You're here because everything sucks right now, and you think we should talk about it. Everything does suck. You're right. Everything is awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that it sucks. You know I don't like using that language. Fair enough. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. Are you sure you don't want to see a therapist? We've already offered that before, though. How can I help? We've already offered our assistance at the grave. So let's do this one, I guess. It's just one thing after another. Is it ever going to stop? It will, eventually, but you won't have to worry about me. I'm fine. You aren't fine. And I'm not fine either. I don't want this cycle to continue. All we do is feel miserable again and again, Mary. I just want everything to go back to normal. That isn't possible. It's never going to be normal again. None of this shit is ever going to feel normal. Sure, maybe it'll pass, but that's not going to make things feel normal. Nothing will. Then how can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine when it's not true, and just settling for it. Because it's not like I have any other choice, Mary. You just don't get it. I know you're worried about your own parents. I know that's a shitload of stress on your shoulders too, but at least you have some fucking hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. And there's no way around either of those facts. I'm never going to see either of them again. And yeah, sure, maybe you can talk to them, but that doesn't mean that I can see them, or be around them, or do any of the same things that I used to do with them. It's like, why fucking try? If everyone I get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, then why bother trying to do anything about it? Whether I'm happy or sad or whatever doesn't matter, because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. That's why everything is fine. That's why it has no choice but to be fine. I know that you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't going to change anything. They aren't going to bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone? I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a dick when I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine sure won't. You can't stop living. I'm not. At least I'm not trying to. I think that's obvious. Even though it might not be apparent to you, I know what I'm doing with my life. And I'm definitely not stopping it. But it doesn't feel like how it should. This isn't how things were supposed to be. No one could have predicted this. I could have. I should have told them not to risk going out that night. I should have done a lot of things, but it's too late now. I don't think you should be thinking like that. Then how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not always the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about, it's loss. Here we go. Please, Krovin. Right. Sorry for cutting you off. When I attended those funerals, I meet lots of people who are feeling the same way that you are. They're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who died, and the way they express the grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but to sob, others seem to stare in disbelief. Like if they wake up soon, they'll realize it was all just a terrible dream. And some of them simply talk to everyone around them as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in different circumstances. I don't see these people for very long when I'm there, but I know that all of those people have been getting better since that very day. It's why we have funerals, to start the healing process with closure. But despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever, and I know that processing it doesn't have to be so miserable either. So please, let me try to help you. Maybe if together we can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in, it'll be easier to get past them. But what if I don't want to? Krovin. Move on from it? Get past it? Isn't that just the same as forgetting? The reason you go to all those funerals, the reason you visit all those graves, isn't it because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about? How hypocritical of you, wanting to remember strangers but forgetting the ones we care most about. It's not forgetting. Krovin, just because they're gone doesn't mean we're going to forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. It's why I visit them, but feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents would want this for you? That Theo would want this for you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. Feeling better doesn't mean you forgot how much you miss them. It just means you won't feel as sad when you remember them. Mary. Yeah? You know I love you, right, Mary? Yes, I know. No, you don't. Come here. Krovin motioned me over with a lazy hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. Do you know the reason we started staying here? This old piece of shit cabin? No. I was always curious, but I thought it might be rude to ask. It's because... Krovin? We wanted to be closer to you guys. That's the only reason. You're joking. That's crazy. You had such a nice home in Helen City. Halen City? I don't know. Hey now. You know what all those old folks say about the difference between a house and a home? I know I've been an ass, and I probably won't stop feeling like one for a while. I can't really explain all my feelings right now, but while you're here, I just want to say, after having lost so many people, I'm just glad I haven't lost you yet. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't lost you either. Ugh. Look what you made me do! That's funny. You know I hate all that dumb sappy shit. And you got me over here monologuing it. I'm sorry. Yeah, can it, Mars? Blech. That was so sappy I could put it on your morning pancakes. Hey! Don't let it happen again. I won't. I don't know how much is left of this game, but I think I'm gonna call it here. I'm curious to see if the next episode is the ending, and if anything gets resolved. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.